It's someone's B-day today, and she's 21. I'm still wearing my crown regardless, like, no matter how old I am, maybe. But I feel like this outfit is too boring for my birthday. Let's put on the real birthday outfit, okay? Wow. Yeah, let's give it a dress. I feel like the dress is easy. The dress is kind of cute. There's a glare. I'm just gonna have to be blind. And if you talk about my blindness and how I'm looking all over the place because I can't see, you're ableist. I'm sorry, but bro, I'm actually 21. 21 took a lifetime. Whatever Billy said. Okay, so I'm gonna get into how do you recognize your gut signals and how do you trust it? How do you trust your intuition? How do you trust your gut feeling? Because I know you guys get that feeling, that butterflies and excitement, anxious, doesn't matter. You get that feeling. And do you know how to use it? Because your stomach definitely gives you and fuels the fight or flight response. At the end of the day, I feel like if you're feeling scared, it's not your gut trying to tell you to flee. I don't think it's trying to tell you to flee. I believe it's just telling you to slow your roll. Let's figure out what we're doing and what could possibly endanger us mentally or physically. Because the only way for you to truly trust your gut and recognize it is to understand your limits. You have to understand your own body, your patterns, and understand your experiences that you experience throughout your whole life. For an example, me, I'm only 21. I only know how my body works for me and how I react with certain situations in my body. So when I had to practice regulating my own emotions at such a young age, and also not realizing that I was struggling with ADHD and just trying to stay focused, and also masking my overexcitement of excitement for little things and stuff, or getting upset about stuff and not understanding why. So when you ask yourself about your day, how did you feel? How did you react to a certain way? How did that conversation go that you wasn't planning to have? You ever just sit in class or you're taking a quiz, maybe doing the Quizlet or Kahoot, and your gut is telling you that there's a feeling, just a drag, a calling to pick a certain answer choice. Maybe the answer choice is A, red, that's the answer choice. And there's people around you telling you I think it's B, it has to be B. But something is telling you that you need to pick this answer. Why go against your gut when it's that strong? And sometimes the gut feeling isn't that strong, but it's there. It might be faint, but it's there. It's literally still trying to tell you something, because I feel like you would never truly understand something from someone else's point of view, from them telling you that you should or should not do that. They could give you a guidebook, they can give you instructions, but you will never know until you do it yourself, until your body knows exactly how it feels to do that exact same thing. I feel like you have to understand, why do you have to listen to your gut? Your gut is trying to give you a sense, a physical aspect of knowing something when you can't really comprehend what it is exactly, when you can't really understand it or explain it. But it's still that feeling, because you were with that body for as many years as you've been in with it. Something that I've done when I was little, I grew up with 4 siblings and I'm the oldest. I definitely had to isolate myself and try to regulate my own emotions, because my bathroom was my hiding place, no shame. But that's how I got away. I don't know, I felt like a mom, even though I wasn't nowhere near what a mom could do or what my mom did. But it's just, I felt overwhelmed, I felt drained, so I would just hide in the bathroom and really think about my whole day. That's the start of understanding your body and your patterns. You're really trying to be mindful and self-aware of patterns that your body is telling you, because you're going to go through experiences, you're going to go through first-time things that your body is not going to be prepared for. Your stomach is already sending you signals that your brain is not processing right now. It's already doing its job right here. As I'm sitting here, it's doing its job. It knows that I'm cool and collected in my room. So it's not gonna give me any signs that I'm gonna be unprepared for, because it's steadily and getting information for me and my brain. And honestly, it don't even have to do that. It doesn't even have to talk to my brain, apparently. It doesn't. That's your second brain. This is your first one. So your second brain has over 500 million neurons in it. That's more than any other body part on your body, aside from your brain. If your hand's shaking, but like your mind is like, I'm chill, and your gut is like scared out of your mind, just vibe, twin. Like, at the end of the day, those are just physical means. It's just scared of what could happen. But you know better. You do. You experience life. You know that stepping on stage isn't going to hurt you unless there's a sign telling you that, like, something might happen to you. I don't know. That could happen. You know, some final destination stuff. You have to make sure you're eating things that's going to benefit your GI tract. It's not only just your digestive and it gives you energy, but it also fuels your mood, your behavior, sleep, and of course immune system. Like we eat a lot of stuff. Your body's gonna probably freak out on stage in front of like 10 people, but that's your first time, and that's totally okay. Your body, your gut is not trying to tell you to run away, fight, and be scared. It's telling you to slow down. Just slow down. Look at your surroundings. Like, are you okay? Is this what you want to do? Are you prepared? Are you ready for what's about to happen? And once you're done with that, you already know. That's been there, done that. Like, add it to the collection of what you've been through and what you know how to do now. And even if you don't know how to do it, when you really regulate yourself, you ask yourself, what happened today? Like, how did I feel when that person asked me about so-and-so? I don't shame overthinkers whatsoever. I mean, it can become a problem. It definitely can. But are you overthinking to make a solution, or are you overthinking to waste time? Like, what are we overthinking for? Are we trying to learn from our mistakes and what happened, or we just lollygag and we just stressing? We don't want to stress ourselves out. We don't want to do that. We don't do that over here. Bringing back old things and past experiences, it definitely makes you like more prepared for the future. Because life's a game. It's just restarting. It's just another round after round after round. Let's see how you handle this round. Because your stomach is a part of the endocrine system and the exocrine system. So when it's trying to stabilize, it's using the microbiome. So since it's a part of both systems, it not only excrete hormones like your behavior, mood, all that stuff, cravings, it literally all plays a part in that. So when you have a stabilized microbiome, it not only carries out strong enough chemicals to produce signals to your brain, but also it keeps you on track. It stabilizes homeostasis. You're not going to get all this reading and understanding what your gut is trying to tell you just like that. I've been trying to do it since 4th grade, really kindergarten, trying to mask who I really am and trying to be quieter and more focused and trying to figure out like, okay, this is what I need to do in this situation. This is who, like, even talking to different people, you just know just like that because you experienced it. Everything has patterns. Everything happens for a reason. And it might not happen because of you, for you. It just happens. And that's just how it is. I used to really try to pay attention to how I react to certain things and how it made me feel, like, especially when someone says something and I want to crack, like, go off on them or say something. I always had that problem, but because I just never felt like there was anyone over me. Why should I listen to you? Who are you? Like, how do I know you have good intentions for me? Why are you telling me this if it's only going to benefit me? What do you get out of this? Pride? I don't know. That's always how I've been. If I can't figure out why you're right, then you're not right. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Like, one thing about me, I'm a listener. Like, I have an open ear. I also am a reader. I have 2 eyes. So when you're paying attention to your signals in your own body and why you act a certain way, you are more prepared. You take heed of situations that you either already been through or it was similar. Now, you can listen to other people's experiences, but you would never know how you're going to react until you do it. You'll never know. That's why people practice at home. You fake it till you make it, because you will never truly be prepared for something. But giving your body a mock, your gut is going to tell you. Your gut is going to be like, wait, I feel like I've been through this. Let me try to guide you to survival. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to be a fight or flight. Are you going to go through it, or are you going to run away? Which one do you want to benefit from? Because this is all what you want. This is what you can control, kind of. So It's all about what you want. And when you figure out that your body's trying to do this for survival, it's not just a means of health. Well, it all fits into health, but it's not just physical health. Of course, you need to eat right. Like, how is your gut supposed to tell you anything if it's malnourished? So eat right, guys. Exercise, because not only are you getting healthier and stronger physically, but also mentally. Your body is fighting for that dopamine. Your body is fighting for social aspects of life and other humans, and to nurture and to love and to pass things on. You will always crave that, regardless of how much you want to isolate yourself. You will still want that sense of someone who's similar to you, another human being or a companion. It doesn't even matter. It could literally be a dog or a pet. That's what you want. So that's why meditating is really important. You're sitting down and you're really taking yourself in. And when you're meditating, you can meditate multiple times a day. Usually I meditate at the end of my day or in the morning when I wake up and just try to get ready. It's all about taking care of yourself, being there for yourself mentally, sitting down with yourself and being honest. You're literally not gonna grow if you're so stuck behind in this fantasy world where you're not being real with yourself. How do you know your limits and what you can control and what you cannot if you don't even know what you're starting off with? If you're not being honest about where you're failing at. Because you haven't been failing your whole life. You succeeded a couple of times. How did you do that? Let's think about it. Let's break it down and be like, wow, okay, so I didn't know how to do that, but my instincts and my gut is telling me to do it a certain way. So I'm gonna continue to do that. That's exactly how you're going to trust your gut. Trial and error, because it's not going to be perfect. It's gonna you're gonna mess up and be like, dang, something was really telling me to do that, but you know, sometimes your subconscious be messing with you sometimes, just a little bit. Is it failing you, or are you reading it wrong? In those times that you said forget you to your gut and your intuition and your inner wisdom, and you've done messed up. You don't realize that your gut was actually right and you should never second guess yourself. Then you regret it. But here's the secret. There's no reason to regret anything that you already been through. No reason. It's done for. Been there, done that. In the back of my mind. Sorry, they just found a body in his car the other day. That song been stuck in my head ever since. But literally, it's gonna be in the back of your mind that you messed up, that you didn't listen to your gut and you second guessed yourself. That's gonna mess you up. But that's also gonna push you to really pay attention. Stop downplaying yourself. Stop downplaying yourself. You don't deserve that treatment. You know exactly what you're good for. You do know a little something. You do know a little two-step. Like, you do. You ever let someone else down? But, like, it didn't hurt as much as you let yourself down. It probably didn't. I don't know. For me, I feel like when I let myself down compared to letting other people down, I couldn't care less. I mean, I could care less. But are they really as important as me? If I'm not at my best, how can I help them? How? How can they trust me when I don't even trust myself? How? Make that make sense. And when you start really unfolding and trusting your gut and your intuition, I think your confidence should be pretty good. Like, what's actually stopping you from being confident? You being not ill-minded, but a fixed mindset, a pessimist, doubting yourself. You can't doubt yourself. What are you doubting yourself for? Are you scared? No reason for you to be scared. Just slow down. Just slow down. That's all you need to do. So I'm glad that you guys watched this whole video. I really am. Thank you. Now, what did we get from this video? Did you realize that those signals from your tummy shouldn't be ignored? Regardless if they're butterflies, you feeling anxious or excited? Okay. Did we learn that your tummy is basically a second brain and you should really be giving it brain food? 4, you have to learn how to self-reflect. That's all it is. Learning your own patterns, your experiences and everything. You have to meditate. You have to. If you really want to get entwined and in tuned with your gut, you're going to have to meditate and really take time out of your day, multiple times out of your day, to really sit down and evaluate yourself. Treat yourself as an outsider. You talking to another person, you might care about your little sister more than you care about your own self. How are you going to help anyone if you're not at your best? You have to take what you learned, those questions that you asked, the reactions that you reacted with, have to take that and turn it into what you believe is greatness. Only you can do that. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in with this video, trying to tell you how to tune in with your gut, and you're gonna be tuning in with the next video. Thank you.
But right now, body's bad. Don't make a sound.